Welcome back to our Leeds podcast. It's 20 minutes of Leeds chat, and our headline, of course, this week is the following question. Should we now start Darlow against Sheffield United? We're asking Charlie that, we're asking you that, and we'd be delighted to get your thoughts and comments. Welcome to the quickest and most comprehensive review of all things Leeds on the internet. This is where Whites walk. Welcome back, Charlie, and thank you very much for watching. Do drop a subscribe, do drop us a like. Okay, Charlie, let's ask you straight away then. In goal against Sheffield United, should it be Darlow?
No. A terrible mistake. Really got to answer that one, but I don't think it's really time to start, changing goalkeepers at this stage. Although he has made a lot of hurlers every now and again, I still don't think we should relegate him to the bench. I think for the time being, if it happens again pretty quickly, that'll be different. But I can't see Farke benching him. I really can't. So I haven't even thought about replacing him. So in my opinion, anyway, no, I wouldn't bench him.
The fan base are split, and I think it's more in favour of keeping him than not, Charlie. Yeah. But you can understand this isn't the first ruck that he's made, is it? This is the most significant and obviously the most publicised one, given it was on TV and the nature of being leading 2-1 away against your rivals for promotion. How many very, very outstanding saves would you say he's made for you that you can count?
Well, I think he's made quite a few. His problem seems to be concentrating for 90 minutes. You would have thought with the free kick, last kick of the game, that he should have been concentrating. I don't know what he was thinking about. It looked like it hit a divot or something. I don't know what. To be honest with you, I found it hard to watch it again, so I wasn't looking at it again and again afterwards. But he does this every now and again. His lapses of concentration. But Farke needs to, or somebody needs, if we've got a goalkeeping coach, somebody needs to say something to him. But it's amazing that he wasn't concentrating in the most important part of the game.
It's unreal, isn't it? And whether it hit a divot or not, you'd still expect him to, get something behind it. Do you have any problems with the photograph that, again, Leeds fans, were posting? Of course, he's talking to his fellow countrymen in the Sunderland manager, Lebris, but smiling and laughing about what had happened. Do you think that was think that's wrong of him to do that so soon? Well, obviously, so publicly after the game.
It doesn't look good because Farke said he was absolutely devastated in the changing rooms. So, that picture, he certainly, I have no idea why he was in a jovial mood straight afterwards. I'm surprised that he didn't just get off the pitch.
Mm. And what did you make of I think it was Firpo's reaction, wasn't it? Who went straight down the tunnel?
Well, he was probably just so fed up that although we were defending quite a lot, I thought we were handling the situation quite easily. And Farke probably thought, like everybody else, it was yet another 2 points thrown away.
We don't want to bash him too much because there were some very strong opinions and some went a little bit too far. But this was one of the better tweets. They said, Horsley said, it's got to be time to pull the plug on Meslier now. His decision-making is always poor, but errors like that are inexcusable. My 3-year-old would have saved it. Play Darlow until January and then spend big on a decent keeper. I'm guessing, Charlie, you're not having any of that, no?
Well, I just have a policy of really not attacking the players during the season. Because a lot of these guys read social media, and to be honest with you, if Farke turns around and puts him on the bench against Sheffield United, that's fine. But I always used to criticise players, and it leaves you with a very negative outlook on things. And I just feel a lot more easier with not criticising the players, because if any of them are reading any of the social media, etc., or you don't want to be getting under their skin. Now, in post season, that's a different kettle of fish. I left Wembley, thinking there's 2 or 3 players in that team that if I didn't see them ever again, it would be too soon. But I don't really get involved in criticising players. Obviously, I feel terrible about what he did and all the rest, but you just have to get on with it and get over it.
Well said. Here's some other takes on it. Clear up the Tanaka debate. Zipper on here says Tanaka and Rothwell were excellent in midfield. Others, including Wilco, said, what do people see in Tanaka? Constantly behind the run of play and has been easily beaten in midfield a lot. Certainly the game I saw, he had a rough first half. What's your view on him?
I like him. The guy's only just he's only just arrived. I think he's doing very well considering he's been thrown in basically now at the deep end. He's going to have to play the rest of the season. There is really nobody else. He's first choice midfielder now. So like it or lump it, he's going to be in there. But I think he's a good player. I haven't really seen anything to dislike about him so far. Maybe there's better judges out there than me, but just my opinion, I think he's doing fine.
Yeah, it seems to be one of those players that has great spells, but then can go missing and is behind the play a little bit. Let's drop us your comments on that. However, let's keep it positive because it was a good performance, wasn't it, against Sunderland? Did you think a draw was unfair on Leeds?
I thought it was very unfair. I know when we went 2-1 up, we sort of went into our shell a bit, but I thought we were coping with things very, very easily. But I would just prefer Leeds is the sort of team when you need to be 2 goals ahead in the last minute, not 1. So that's been us for as long as I've supported Leeds. We seem to concede a lot of late goals, but I thought the game was there for the taking when we went 2-1 up. It's the same as the Norwich game. I thought we could have won that as well and should have.
Absolutely, yeah. The Norwich game was another example, wasn't it, of starting slowly, but then actually by the end of it, you could have had all 3. One player we must mention because I thought it was outstanding, as he has been all season, for the most part anyway, was your man Gnonto. Sign Players 49ers says he needs to give Gnonto flowers. Stepped up big time since the other 2 left. I love him at the moment. He is so impressive, Charlie, isn't he?
Yeah, I spoke to you last week about him, and I know you thought he was in and out, but I thought he was absolutely brilliant against Sunderland and Norwich. He's man of the match in both games, but he's it's as if, he's the big name there now, and he's taking it on, and that's good to see, because he could have gone hiding if he had wanted to get a move in the summer and he didn't get it, but he's absolutely brilliant for me at the minute. He's in great form, and hopefully if we get a couple of people back after this international break, like Dan James, that'll strengthen the team. But the Sheffield United game now is huge. It really is, because they're ahead of us now, and they've been dropped to 2 points, so they're still unbeaten.
Mm-hmm. We are going to preview that next week, so do join us for that. We're also going to be asking Charlie all about atmosphere at Ellen Road and what needs to happen to improve it, and get his prediction for where Leeds will finish this season, because we will be 10 games in by that point as well. So do join us next week. Thank you, Charlie, for reviewing that game with us. Drop us a like and drop us a subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.